And I'd like to welcome you all to our Thursday 1:30 p.m. session where Annie from Cyber Seniors will be taking us on a tech resources journey through their website. So I really look forward to that. I'm going to go ahead and read our disclaimer before we get started. So give me one moment. Thank you. The WildTech DC Senior iPad program, its owners and presenters offer technical assistance, virtual health, well-being information designed for educational purposes only. You should not rely on the information, any apps or topics made by WildTech, including but not limited to mobile device applications and any social media pages maintained by WildTech, its owners or presenters as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or legal advice. Thanks so much for letting me read the disclaimer. If you cannot see me, hear me, or see us or hear us or see the screen, please let us know in the chat. As always, please make sure you take notes and or screenshots so you can review the information later if you would like. And let's make sure to keep our TVs and cell phones silenced to give others and ourselves the most immersive experience. So other than that, again, Annie, if you could introduce yourself and your topic for today, we'd really appreciate it. And once again, thanks so much for joining our sessions.
Thank you so much, Alex. So my name is Annie. I've been with most of you for a while. So I work for an organization, a nonprofit organization that teach older adults how to use technology. Today, I will be showing you our website. This is a website that you can use for free. There is a lot of free resources there if you want to learn more about technology, or if you want to engage in some of the things we do. We have exercises, exercise class, we have a drop-in session, we have meditation classes. And if you don't mind to have those over a Zoom call, similar to the one you are having today, you are more than welcome to participate in those for free. So as per Alice's request, I will be showing my iPad and showing you how to explore the Cyber Seniors portal from my iPad. So if you allow me a minute, I can just get my screen in front of you. And Alex, just let me know once you can see it. Just 1 minute. It's taking its time, but it should be there now. Can we see this, Alex?
Yep, you're good to go.
Okay, perfect. So as you can see right now, I'm using a iPad, right? I'm using my iPad in a horizontal position because for me it's kind of more spaceful and easy to see. I will be using the application known as Safari. Why am I going to use Safari? Because this is the safest browser you can use on your Apple device. And I will just tap on it, and then it will take me to the part where I can look for the website I'm looking for. So if you are looking in Safari or any other browser, you can refer to the very top of your screen where the search bar is, and it will say something like search. You can tap in there, and then your keyboard should be showing up or display now in front of you. So our website essentially is cyberseniors.org, right? That is our website. Notice how here, as soon as I write down on the very top, I have this result. I just tap on it, and then it will bring up my options. When you are looking for our website, right, it will look like you can see here, right? I'm gonna try to maximize that screen so you can see it better. So it will say Cyber Seniors Inc. And here is a little bit of a description about our website. So it says Cyber Seniors provide free technology support and training for senior citizens, and is powered by tech-savvy students volunteers. That's how we do it. So I'm gonna tap in that title right here. And then when I tap in the title, it will take me to this page. So this is the first page you will see as soon as you find our website. And remember, the website is cyberseniors.org.
I
And
put it in the chat. I put the website in the chat. So if you all tap on it, you can instantly access it, and then you can also copy it and paste it in notes or something. So I also put it in the chat as well.
thank you for that, Alex. All right. So once you are here, I'm gonna, maximize my screen. And if you want to do that in your own screen, all you have to do is just put your fingers together on the screen and start spreading them apart. The tab that we are gonna use today is this one right here, the one that says Free Tech Help. But before I jump into that, I want to draw your attention to certain things. So we have a free tool number that you can reach out if you want to get in touch with our staff members to book a one-on-one session. In what case would you do that? If you are having problems with your device, whether it's a tablet, computer, smartphone, you can reach out to us here. Our working hours is Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is Eastern Standard Time, right? You also have this option right here that says to browse all of our free programs and services. And if you click here, you will see all the different things that we offer. But as I say, I'm going to show you a couple things more. So here in a spotlight are the different things that are happening. So we have tomorrow, the tech drop-in session that takes place normally on Thursdays. So if you want to come with your questions about something that you want to do in your device, but you don't know how, you can come to our session on Zoom. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also are having a webinar about how to use Windows 11 applications. If you have a computer from Windows, that would be a good class for you to join. We have exercise classes 3 times per week, Mondays at 1 p.m., Wednesdays at 9 a.m., and Fridays at 9 a.m. These classes are free. We have an instructor that comes and show you how to do the moves, and you just have to mirror her moves and get some exercise done. So, and we also have guided meditations. This is gonna be October 4th, that is Friday, is usually at 11:30 a.m. And as you move, and what I'm doing in my iPad is just swiping from right to left, and I'm able to see the different options that I have. So with that being said, I'm just gonna scroll a little bit more down, and you have here this part that says, sign up to receive our newsletter and weekly webinar schedule. If you want to receive an email about the things that are being offered as Cyber Seniors, you can input your email here and click sign up. And then from that point forward, you will start receiving information about what is happening each week at our organization. The email is usually sent on Thursdays in the afternoon, so you can wait for that email these days. And if you have, young individuals at home, or you want to recommend somebody to volunteer with us, you will find information down in the page as you scroll down. So here is the option volunteer with us. But as I say, today we are going to concentrate on a particular thing. I say free tech help, but also you can do it from here as well by clicking here, as it says. I'm going to tap in here and I'm going to show you all the options that we have available. Once I click, so it's going to take me right here where I am right now. And from this point, you have different choices. So the first choice you have is book a one-on-one sessions. How are these? So these are phone calls. A mentor will call you on a time and date of your choosing. You will have to let us know what do you want to work with your mentor over the telephone, and they will call you to assist you with that. The way you can book one is just by clicking in this tab right here. You will tap on that. And then as you keep clicking, it will redirect you to the different places, right? So here you have the option to book your one-on-one with a mentor. So you can use an email, or if you don't have an email, you can also use your last name and date of birth. Either or, will do exactly the same. So the good thing about using an email is that you will be receiving a reminder of your session. And if you register for other things, you will receive reminders. But if you don't want to, you can use your date of birth. That being said, for today, I will be showing you how to register, book a one-on-one, and after that, we will go over how to register for any of the sessions that are taking place every week at Cyber Seniors. So I'm gonna choose the option email, and I'm gonna use my email here. Just make sure that is a working email, otherwise you won't receive anything if that is a dummy email, right? It needs to be an email that you have in use in order for you to receive confirmation of the services you are looking us to give you. So this is my email. Then I will click in the option next. And then because I'm a new user, I have to input this information right here. So I'm gonna input my first name, last name. You only have to do this once. After you do this once, pretty much all you have to do is input your email for other services that you want to access. So date of birth, I'm gonna go to the 80s. So 83, month is October, and date, as you see, what I'm doing is just using my drop down arrows, and I'm just selecting from the choices it's giving me, right? So when I click in any of these choices, if I want to go down, I will swipe in the screen and it will show you the different years. So date of birth is the first. Country, I'm located in United States. Province, so is Washington, and city is DC. Let's put it here. And I'm just clicking in each of the boxes, and as I click, my options are appearing, as you can see. So whenever I tap in one of the boxes and there is an option to write down, my keyboard is gonna be displayed, such as the case here. So I'm gonna input my postal code, phone number, right? We need the phone number, otherwise where are they going to call us for our one-on-one? And you can input the number here to receive a text if you are looking to that. If you don't need to put it, just one time. So I'm just keep going down, and here I have language, so I will say English. Gender, you can decide if you don't want to disclaim that. How do you hear about us? So you can decide how that happened. So you can choose word of mouth or other, right? I'm gonna choose other, and then next. So that is the registration portion of this. This second part is about explaining what do you need help with in that one-on-one. So first thing you need to do is like, what is the type of device you need help with? So I will select from my drop down menu, tapping that option. So for example, if it's a tablet, I will just tap tablet. You have brand of device, Apple, and I know these details may be troublesome, but the more details we have, the better we can provide assistance with your concern. You can request a mentor. Once you have one, you can input the name here. I will just leave it blank. And here you can just explain what do you need help with. So I just want to know more about my iPad. So, and this is how you can disclaim that information. Once you have filled out these spaces, then you can go to this option right here that says select date and time. If by any chance you don't see that option, in your keyboard, you have this tiny key at the bottom right corner that looks like a tiny keyboard. And when you want that to go away, you can tap, and then the keyboard is out of your way, and then you can see what is at the bottom. So then you can select date and time, and then here it will show you the calendar, right? So you can book any day of the week. Just keep in mind that our service is limited during the weekends because we don't have a supervisor in place. But Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., we supervise the calls that are given to the senior citizens and the calls that we receive. So say that I will pick, for example, October 14. Then when I pick the time, sorry, the date, it will show me the times on the right side, right? So you have the different choices here from 9:30 a.m. all the way to 21 hours, right? So if I go to, say, for example, 4 p.m., then notice how each of these options are selected. You will know that it's selected because it do stand out with the color, is highlighted. Then you can go to submit, and then it will tell you that that appointment has been booked. You also will receive a confirmation in your email. How will that look like? I'm gonna open my email. So here is my mail application in my iPad, the one with the envelope shape. I will tap in there, and here is my confirmation. It will look something like this. It will say Cyber Seniors one-on-one confirmation. And then here are the details of your one-on-one. So when I tap on my list on the left, it will display the information on the right. So I know that I'm reading this email because it's in blue. So here's the confirmation, the phone number that you will be contacted, type of device, brand of device. And if you have any problem or need to reschedule or cancel your appointment, you can always reach out to scheduling@cybersenior.org or call the 844-217-3057. So that is how you book a one-on-one. Once you create an account, and I'm going back to Safari, which is where everything is started, you can go again to the main page of Cyber Seniors. You can use this logo right here to take you back to where you first start. And I went to browse all of our free programs and services. Click here. I'm gonna click back there. And I use the option book a one-on-one tech call. The second option here is sign up for daily webinars. What are the webinars? So the webinars are different tech topics. So each day at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a webinar about something related with technology. So if you want to learn more, you can just look for what is happening, coming to this tab, tapping that option, and then it will display what is available. So today, October 3rd, at 2 p.m., you have the tech drop-in. This happens every week, same day and same time at 2 p.m. So if you have a question, you can come and join us in the tech drop-in. And here, everything has a register button, right? So depending on what you want to do, you will find whether it is a tech session or an exercise class. You just need to locate the one that you want to register for. You can register for multiple ones. That is also possible. For the sake of practice, I will use the tech drop-in today. So I will just click in register, tap in that option, then it will show me in a bigger window a bit of a description about that. And because I already registered, I just need to input my email and click register for event, and I will receive a confirmation that I registered for that. So I'm gonna tap in the part that says email, which is what you need to register for this session or any other session you want to join with us. And I will show you how the confirmation email look like. So then register for event, and then it will say you have successfully joined a webinar. What I will do now is like going back to my email. So here's my mail application. And keep in mind that whenever you go between applications, the iPad will also create an access at the very bottom of your screen in the dock. This is called the dock. And you can go to the icon. If you already know how the icon look like, you can directly go from here instead of going from the home screen. So I will just tap in the envelope, and then I can see the confirmation for the session I just booked, right? It's taking a little bit of time here, but essentially there you are. It will say Zoom Cyber Seniors webinar. So this is Tech Drop-In. And once I open the email, which is something you do by tapping on the list of your emails on the left, if you are using the iPad in a horizontal position, and then it will tell you, right? So this registration is valid for all the sessions happening in October, whether it is that you are joining today or the next Thursday or the Thursday after that, as you can see, right? And in this case, in the email, you will find a join meeting button that you can click on and join the Zoom meeting from there. So if you were to do that in your iPad, it will do this, right? It will open a dialog box and you can select join meeting. And then assuming that you already have your Zoom application installed, you just have to open, and then it will show that for you, right? If the meeting hasn't been open, it will say something. So it will look something like this, right? And that is registering for a webinar, checking the email, and joining the webinar from the email you received using the join meeting option. All right, so going back to I'm gonna close this, and I'm going back to the main page, and I do this by going to Cyber Senior's name right there at the top left. And I just went over the first two options from this menu right here, the one-on-one and sign up for daily webinars. Next thing I would like to show you is the Cybersecurity Center, because there is a lot of information about staying safe online in this part. And if you tap in Cybersecurity Center, you will be able to find blogs about how to stay safe when you navigate online and what is cybersecurity about. So here we have cybersecurity videos and cybersecurity blog. If you are a person who likes or prefers to see or watch videos, you can just tap in this option, and then it will take you to the playlist of all the videos cyber seniors have produced in terms of cybersecurity. We have a plethora of things that you can explore, anything from government imposter scams all the way to passwords, romance scams, phishing, smishing, and vishing, scareware. And if you don't know what that is, in the webinar, you will find details about that. Cryptocurrency, right? Getting your digital life in order, caregiving and cybersecurity. If you have members of your family who you care for and you want to get them to know more about how they can protect themselves if they use technology. Online banking, safety. So in this playlist is something you can access for free from our website. What I will be doing is I will use the name of Safari that is now showing at the very top left of my screen, and it will take me back to where I was in the portal, which is something that you can also do to avoid having to go to the steps that we've been navigating, because they start getting accumulated as we operate. the website. If you are more a reader as opposed to a watcher, you can go to the cybersecurity blog, and in the cybersecurity blog, you will find like written information about different things cybersecurity related. So for instance, what is government imposter scams? How to avoid social media scams? Know the signs of tech support scams, right? A guide to safe online shopping, online banking safety, how to identify and avoid charity scams, how hackers and scammers use AI, password safety, understanding common hacker tactics, how to avoid tax scams and identity theft, which is a big thing these days, how to protect your family's medical data from hackers, and also watching out for scammers pulling at your heartstrings, which is not a good situation. So you have plenty of information here. Depending of what you are drawn to the most, you select one. And for the sake of practice, I will use this one that says how to avoid social media scams. I will click in the read button, tap in that option, and then it will show me what is there for me to know. So here you have the cybersecurity blog, how to spot and avoid social media scams. You have details about the most common ones, how to identify social media scams, what to do if you have been a scam in social media, and other articles related to the topic that we are covering in that particular blog. If you want to go back, in this case, you can also use the arrow in your search bar on the left side, the one that is in blue. Tap in that arrow and it will take you back to the blog where you have all the choices, right? If you want to go back to the Cyber Seniors portal, because I have been opening multiple things, I have multiple tabs, so you can switch between this tab and another tab just by seeing the name of each tab. So here it says welcome to, and I will use that one, and this is where I was, right? I show you cybersecurity webinars, cybersecurity videos, and cybersecurity blog. This is in the case that we are running cybersecurity webinars and you want to register for them. They will be displayed here. But as of now, we don't have any cybersecurity webinars happening, so you won't find information here. That's why I didn't show it in the first place, but now you know. So you can go to cybersecurity videos or cybersecurity blog. If I go back to my page, so I was in Cybersecurity Center, I can go to Discovery Hub. And if I were to tap in that option, then I will be able to see much more resources, right? And here you have Dementia Awareness Campaign, 2SLGBTQ+ campaign, our mini series, if you like series, Cyber Seniors has one. So you can see all the episodes by commit here. Because we have a limited amount of time and I want to be able to show you all the things that I promised Alex I will show you. I will show you this campaign about dementia because this is a campaign that Cyber Seniors did in partnership with the Public Health Agency of Canada to make senior citizens aware of the risk factors of dementia. So in this part, if you use that particular tab, then you will see this option that says watch previous sessions, and you can see all the different risk factors line up in the form of a playlist. So you see what the factors related with dementia are. I'm not saying that you should be worried about this, but it's good to know because it's information that is relevant as we age, especially when it comes to memory and staying active and things of that nature. That is quite good information in this particular playlist. And I will just show you so you have a better idea. So I'm gonna tap in watch previous sessions. And then here I am. Oh, it took me actually to the one I was before, but now here is the dementia awareness campaign. So we have how to lower your risk for Alzheimer's and related dementia, dementia risk and stigma as an adult, dementia risk and brain fitness, hearing, social isolation, stress, depression, sleep, hypertension, diabetes, nutrition, active life, alcohol use, medication use, smoking prevention, and dementia oriented to youth. So all these videos, you simply can tap on any of them, or also you have this play all button and they will be reproduced as soon as you click on it. They are not that long. Usually they are about 10 minutes long, so it's very easy to see. And if you pay attention in the preview of the video, you have the amount of time the video is. So most of them are no longer than 10 minutes. So 9, 8 minutes. So very easy to watch. And this is related to the risk factors of dementia. I'm going back, tap in the Safari option at the very top left, and then it take me back to where I was, which is the Dementia Awareness Initiative from Cyber Seniors. Then I will just tap again here in Cyber Seniors, which is our icon. And once I am here, I can go back to browse all of our free programs and services. Also, you can use this option right here that says free tech help. Most of the things that we have explored, you also will find them here. So we went over book a one-on-one tech call, sign up for daily webinars, watching previous webinars, Connected Learning, which is our program related with AT&T resources that we went over a few classes ago, you and I. The dementia awareness that will take you to the playlist we just went over, the 2Ls LGBTQ plus initiative, and also our mini series. So if you want to explore that one, for example, I'm gonna tap in Sam, Deb, and Ange. And here you have the opportunity to go and watch all episodes. And this is produced by the team of Cyber Seniors. So here you have a little bit of a description as to where the series start, right? And it talks about the 3 generations in which you have a senior citizen involved, someone who cares for the senior citizen, and a youth, and how they interact in this process that we call life, navigating the different positions they are individually, right? So you have all the episodes of this nice TV series here, and you can explore them just to have an idea what is this about. So if you are into that, feel free to check out, right? I believe in total is about 20 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. And all of this you can access for free. You don't need to pay for this. Right, so to end, I will just go back to the main portal and just keep in mind that if you need any sort of assistance, you can always call our toll-free number 844-217-3057. You can share this link or our portal with other people, whether that is a relative, a family member. And if you want to do that, once you are in Safari, you have the share button at the top right corner, the one that looks like an arrow inside that box. And then it would allow you to do multiple things, such as mailing this to someone you might want to share this information to, just so they have an idea what resources are there available. So if you go to the mail option, then it will compose a new email, and you can just input the name or email address of the person you are sending to. In the email, they will have how to access the website, such as it is happening for me right now. So you just need to type here their email address. And this is just a nice thing that you can do if you want to share this with somebody else. All right, there is many more options that you can explore. It will be a matter just to click in either of these tabs at the very top, right? So we went over cybersecurity. Here you have organizations, which is organizations we have cooperate or work with before. Senior organizations, schools and youth organizations. We have a train the trainer program, digital equity and inclusion, and how to get connected in your community. As I say, if you know somebody who wants to volunteer with Cyber Seniors, the volunteer tab will also show you how that can be done. You have an option that is called become a volunteer, and from that point forward, you can know what to do. Normally, we showcase our volunteer of the month and any other volunteer initiatives run by Cyber Seniors, you will find in the form of a video here, so you know much more about that, right? And I did that by going to my volunteer tab. In About, you have the history of Cyber Seniors, the impact and research, the content advisors, both, yeah, or directors, and much more information. And also, if you want to contact us, you can tap in contact us, and then it will show you how to reach out our team. So here is our email number, who to reach out, and their emails, so you can get in touch with them. And if you want, also you can fill out a contact form with your name, last name, and the reason why you are inquiry or sending an inquiry to us. So I will leave it here. I hope that you enjoyed this live demo. And if you have any questions now, feel free to ask.
Thank you so much, Annie, for your session today. If you could go back to the website, so in case folks have questions, you can immediately go to that part of the site. But it was a great session. I learned so much about cyber seniors, especially the series I didn't know. And I really like the classes that or the Zoom session that you all offer alongside with the videos. I think the I wasn't aware of the dementia awareness program, so that's a great resource as well. So in the chat, I'm not sure if this is what you are talking about, Yvonne, but Annie, could you go over booking that one-on-one session again, just to the steps up to hitting submits? So would you
Sure.
mind showcasing that once again?
I do not mind at all. So I'm just gonna share my iPad once more. Just give me a minute. Alrighty. So because I already registered my email, so I won't have to complete the registering form. So say, for example, that I go to the tab, what it says free tech help right here. If you were to click in there, you have an option that says book a one-on-one tech session. So when you tap in there, then it will take you to this part that says book a one-on-one with a tech mentor. So assuming that you have an email, which I believe Alex mentioned in the chat that you do, because I already registered, all I have to do, and it will make my life easier, is just to input the email I have used in the past to register. If you use a different email, you will have to go over the registration process all over again. But because you want to know how to get a one-on-one book, so I will show you. So I input my email, tap in next. Then here, it will ask me for the details of the device. So I'm gonna tap tablet, Apple. You see how you have drop-down menus? So each of them, the ones that have a little arrow is a drop-down menu. What this means is that you have a set of choices, and you pick the choice most related to the kind of device or brand your device is from. So tablet, Apple, and you can pick whatever. You have other options, and if you swipe just in this space, you will see all the options available for you to ask for help.
That's so many brands. That's so great.
Yeah. And here is like, what do you need help with? So you can write as you may need. What is it that you want to do? Say, for example, I would say calendar explanation, right? And then just keep in mind that sometimes you won't see what is at the bottom, right? But I want to remind you that in your keyboard, you have this little key at the bottom right corner that if you tap on it, it will dismiss the keyboard and then you can see what is at the bottom, such as the option select date and time that I believe Yvonne is needing. So here, when you go to the calendar, you have to select the time in which you want to book that one-on-one session for. So for instance, say that I want the one-on-one for the 11th of October. So I will just tap in the 11. Soon as I tap in the 11, so then my app, I keep doing this ridiculous thing, but soon as I tap in the 11, you see the calendar displays now a set of times on your right side. And you just have to go over which one works for you. As you tap in an option, it means that option is the one you are selecting. So you have to be very careful about that, because based on what you select, that webinar will be booked, that one-on-one will be booked on that day. So say that I pick 6 p.m. So when I select it, you see how it lights up. And then when I do that, you have your submit button at the bottom of the screen, which is the confirmation that you want. You one-on-one for the Friday at 6 p.m. So this is military time. And you can go to submit, and then it will show you have successfully booked a one-on-one. The next thing that you do is just going over your email. Should be the email that you use, should be an active email in order for you to receive this. Here is my message or my email application, and I will just tap on that, and then it will open the email with that confirmation. So here's my one-on-one session booked. And when I do that, when I select from the list of my emails on the left, I can see the confirmation. Where did I book that for? And that is pretty much how you do it. I hope that makes sense, or is clearer than it was the first time I went over.
Thank you so much, Annie, for going over that once again, and just showcasing how many different resources are available just by utilizing Cyber Senior's website. So again, thank you so much, Annie. Any questions or any other comments from anyone, please raise your hand. Anything that you noticed or want to take advantage of. I saw Mr. Harrod earlier said that he'll wants to get more involved. So hope you get to take advantage of it. So we have two questions. First, Yvonne, do you have another question for Annie?
Well,
That helped you.
yes, thank you, Alex. I think when I looked at it the first time, Annie, I was seeing the military time, which I can't translate. And then I noticed when you did it again, I saw Eastern Standard Time. So that's what I understand. At first, that's why I asked for an explanation of the time, because I don't know how to translate military time into Eastern Standard Time. So I noticed that you had both the second time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Does it-
13 is 1 p.m., Yvonne. So if you
13 is 1 p.m.
Yes, it's military time, Yvonne. So
14 is 2, 15 is 3, 16 is 4, 17 is 5, 18 is 6.
Okay,
Yeah,
because a lot of us don't know that.
Mm.
I've never been able to translate that into Eastern Standard Time. So now I know. Thank you.
just think after you pass this 12, you
Yes.
counting from 1 again, right?
Okay.
So 12, and after you have 13, so you are counting 13 is 1,
13 is
14
1.
is 2. Yeah, so
Mhm.
you count until 6. And
Gotcha.
if you get to 23, you know it's 11
Okay.
or 12.
Thank you so much, Annie. It's always a delight to see you.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a
Thank-
great rest of your day.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you for lowering your hands. I appreciate it and muting yourself. Miss Ethel, thanks so much for coming on. You have a question or a comment for Annie today?
Yes, for the both of you. If I could, I have two questions. First question is, do you always have to go through Safari
Safari?
for your to get on the internet?
No.
But is that good? Which one you prefer? Safari. So you could just go on Google or anyone that which one?
So
See, because
Google
I
isn't
get
specifically
confused when I go on Safari, and it's another one. On that, but they always say they are good.
yeah.
But I would like to have a variety that I could go through.
Real quick, Annie, before you answer, we talk about Safari in Module 4, Miss Ethel, so I would check that out on our YouTube channel and or the session we'll have for Module 4. We talk about Safari, but there are
Okay.
other browsers you can use. But Annie, what would you like to say?
I will say I use Safari, I use Google, I use DuckDuckGo, and I use Microsoft Edge. The reason why I don't use only
Okay.
one browser, it is because it's good to have that diversity because you don't have a profile associated on you online. So you are much more difficult to track. But if I'm technical and I'm kind of practical, the best browser for the Apple device is Safari. If you are using an Android, is Google. If you are using a Windows computer, is Microsoft Edge, because each of these systems built or came built with their particular browser. Of course, their own browsers are gonna be the ones that work best and safer, right? So I would say depending on what you do or what device you have, you can choose either. Like they do exactly the same. You just have to know what things are. So you always have a search bar at the very top, right? And in Google, you have the bar in the middle with the magnifier. It does the same. You just write down the name of the page you are looking for and the results will come. The appearance or organizations of icons look different, but they do the same. It's just a matter of what was built into your device. So in Apple, iPad, iPhones, Safari was built into Apple, therefore is secure. Microsoft Edge was built or comes partner with Microsoft systems or Windows systems. If you use an Android now, Samsung, Motorola, LG, they come with Google built in, so you already have it there. You don't have to install it, which is convenient. So it will depend of the kind of device you use and what your preference is, I guess.
Okay. My last question is, I'm really ashamed of the this district been in criminal justice for 36 years. And my computer is, I'm still working on Windows 4 and Windows 5. And my granddaughter said that, oh, Granny, we can go and get you a computer for a more expensive computer. I did see one for $199 in Best Buy. I just want something that when I'm here, it's bigger, and I can take my tablet that I got from Alex, when I go to the recreation or because yeah, I'm pretty sure if it's that reasonable, I'm not going to much bigger than my tablet. Tablet, but I take that when I go to the recreation and the library. Does that make sense?
Miss Ethel, it was a little difficult to hear you. I'm not sure if you're
What should
connected
I
to the
do?
Wi-Fi in your home on your device, but it's
Oh, for
you were
real?
going in and out. So I'm not sure
Oh.
fully of what you were saying. I don't think Annie is the same way, but in regards to I think you asked about a computer for that certain price.
Right. I was asking a couple of what I would do. I will call one of you if that's okay.
Yeah, just check.
Yeah.
You can also just book a one-on-one session on the Cyber Seniors website, or I think they would be a little more
Okay.
helpful since they mainly help out with iPad devices. So
Okay.
check out Cyber Seniors, Miss Ethel, for your inquiry. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Okay.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You as well.
Any other questions or any other comments for Annie about any of the services, anything that stuck out to you today? While we do that, Annie, what do you think is most unique about Cyber Seniors? What do you think not everyone, but most people should see when they go on the website?
I think if you are an older adult, the the cyber senior dementia awareness is something very nice. Because they talk a lot about things that we don't know that are related with dementia. And, there is a lot of stigma and misinformation about dementia. Like we assume that as we age, we start losing our minds. It's not always that way. And if you are all for your health and taking care of you, it would be good to know what kind of things you can do to prevent decline, whether that is social, whether that is your nutrition and health. There is a lot of things I like about cyber seniors. After all, I work with them, or for them. But yeah, that resource, when we produce it, the researchers really did an amazing job trying to, not make it so complicated, but just very easy for everybody to understand. Like it's not too sometimes you go to the doctor and they start using all these terms about your health that you don't understand. The risk factors are very simplified, so it's a good thing. I love that resource, and the cybersecurity one too.
Yeah, I saw a whole bunch of topics with that, so that's really amazing. And well, if you all enjoyed Annie's session today, if you learned something new, if you're going to take advantage of the Cyber Seniors website, if you're going to share it with your friends and family, if you enjoyed today's presentation, please raise your hand in Zoom before we end. And to show our thanks for Annie's session today. Certainly, definitely recommend you share with your friends and family. It's an amazing resource, so please take advantage of it. I see we're about 10 hands so far. Love it. Thank you so much, you all. 11 hands, love it. Yeah, and it's a great free help. Lots of different resources, YouTube, videos, webinars. There's something for everybody. So make sure you check
Agreed.
that out, you all. And I love the hands. I've seen we about 12, 13 hands. Thank you all so much. And let's all say thank you to Annie for today's presentation. And we'll see you next month. Thanks so much, Annie, and have a great rest
Thanks, Annie.
Yeah.
It was good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Thank you,
Have a
Thank you,
Alex.
Annie.
Thank you.
Bye,
Always.
everybody. Take
Thanks,
care.
Annie.
He's gonna open them and I think all of
Thank
them
you,
drunk. Give me
Annie.
one. I think I gotta go.
Come back soon.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank
Good.
you.
Annie.
See you, Randy. See you later.
Everybody, take care. See you
Bye-bye.
next
Wait,
summer.
register.
Bye.
How many
Bye,
was it, Trisha?
Annie.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody. Take care.
Bye. How many?
Mhm.